Assalamualaikum semua. Sungguh menarik pengalaman kita di Phuket sempena Bike Week, Songkran, dan ialah tujuan utama kami untuk pelancaran PETRONAS Sprinta untuk pasaran Siam atau Thailand. Dan bersama saya hari ini Encik Giuseppe D'Arrigo daripada PETRONAS Lubricants International, Global Head. Yes. Giuseppe is the numero uno of
Numero uno, yes. Group CEO.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic. It's a great honor to have you with us in this
It's
video.
my honor. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's amazing to see you were mentioning how many nationalities do you have in the company?
Nearly 60 nationalities. We operating across 30 established legal entities, and we're present in 90 markets across the globe, all the way from South America, North America, Africa, Middle East, Asia, and Europe clearly. So I think we can say that we actually bring the technology and the brand of PETRONAS in all corners of the world, and that is a fact.
So most of our viewers are not familiar with the extent of the research and development and production of PETRONAS lubricants. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, that's a great pleasure. As a company, we stand for technology as a differentiator. We believe that the future of this industry will be transformed over the next decade, potentially. And I think to achieve the end state, this potentially will be a much more sustainable mode of transportation, whether it's on two-wheelers or on four-wheelers. It will be on a different kind of energy and potentially also completely different kind of fluids that goes into whatever powertrain there will be in the future. Investing now is for us not just a necessity because the business requires, but also is a responsibility that we take towards the environment of our consumer. Very recently, we have announced some very important news. First of all, that we have quadrupled our budget today as it was 2 years ago. And our budget, if we stand today in terms of spending for research and technology, is nearly double at the average in the market. And that is one important commitment that we do as PETRONAS. The other component, which is very important, is that we are going to be committing 75 of it to a project that will be leading the reduction of CO2 emission over the next few years. So it means that we're very serious about it. But let me give you some very specific example, because in the end, one thing is the money that you allow to do, but then it's the product and the solution that you work out. As I said, technology for us is a key differentiator. We're serious about it, and we are very lucky to be part of the bigger PETRONAS group, where we got more than 800 scientists that are actually working on fluids.
How many scientists?
800.
800 scientists?
As a group. In PLI alone, we're talking about 200 between scientists and engineering technology, and the scope of our technology is very rich. I mean, we have application that goes not just from engine oils, but also food application, industrial application, turbine oil. We got product actually that power turbine under the sea for 24 hours. So it's fluids really are key for most of the mechanical machines to operate, and that's where we are. The most visible part is what we do for the engine oil, and like for this product that we've been launching here in Phuket. We launched this product in Malaysia earlier last year. But if you think about this product, the F900 Sprinta with UtraFlex, it's got a very particular technology that allows for a reduced share at the same time for a much better stability or the performance and heat generation of the engine, which in turn improves efficiency. And this is talking. But when we're looking at the hard data behind it, we made clearly lots of tests through our scientists, and what we discovered, this product compared to the average in the market is 55% more efficient at managing deposit and 41% better are reducing share, which basically means that this product is scientifically proven to be much better than what you can find in the market. Think about another clear example of how we are engaged into leading edge technology when it comes to fluid. Formula One is very evident.
Formula One, of course.
But even then, some people actually are not aware about the extent of our commitment and success as well. Think about the MG Petronas Formula One team. We got a team of 14 people that are dedicated to it. What they do, they are not just supporting the race week and effort, but on the back end, they actually developing fuels, lubricants, actually engine lubricant that are very known, but equally the ERS coolant liquid energy recovery system, the braking fluid and driveline fluid. So all the all the fluids
car,
in the
yes.
car, we actually engineer and we produce for them. And there's a major effort that we do there. Now, through our efforts, we actually managed to improve the performance of the new engine. Back in 2014, it was introduced a 1.6 liter turbocharged significantly. And over time, we managed to sustain that improvement. And let me tell you, Mercedes is a very demanding partner.
Well, they wouldn't be champions if they're not demanding, right?
They're asking for benefit improvements every week.
Every week.
And every week. So even if it's a small one, it adds up and make a difference. So I think I just want to make sure that our friends understand that we are deeply committed and we are a very capable organization.
And I would like to also point out that having such a close relationship and co-development with AMG Mercedes Formula One team gives you that cutting-edge competitive nature, doesn't it? How demanding they are, you actually have to follow through with that kind of...
Absolutely, that's a very good point. I think for us it's like a gym, a very intense gym, right? And our classes are very tough. Because in the end, I think the business out there is very tough and very demanding. The market is not growing very fast everywhere. And the cycle of investment in innovation is shorter and shorter. But there is no place where it is actually shorter than in Formula One.
Yes, of course.
Where you really have to be on top of it. I mean, we develop hundreds of candidates, as we call them, every year.
Like samples.
Yes, candidates are new formulation for that car and for the race. And actually we have to, prepare to make sure actually it works. And we're getting great learning out of it. I mean, beside the focus and the pace of execution is also the technology.
The actual technology.
Think about Syntium. We launched Syntium a few years back in Indonesia, and now we rolled out across the globe with Cooltech. Cooltech is a particular technology that allows for a better heat management and heat transfer management in the engine. By doing so, you improve efficiency because clearly less power is lost into heat, and clearly also improve the life of the engine. So especially in the modern conditions, start and stop, lots of queues. I mean, everybody, all the drivers,
it's
chores.
not always Formula One,
But-
it's traffic jams.
And I think, and how did Cooltech came about? When 2014 there was a change in regulation, they had to reduce the engine, and the 1.6 liter that we have today, turbo compressed 6 cylinders, is very compact, is very small.
Right.
Very small in the heat over there, generates nearly 1,000 horsepower together with the battery pack. So to generate such amount of power in such a small box, you generate lots of heat. Equally at the same time, there was a need to reduce the aerodynamic surface of the car to allow the car actually to have less drag and actually drive better. So that means less airflow intake. So you combine these two things together, it becomes fundamental how you actually transfer that heat out. Or, actually even better, how can you reduce, even for a small fraction, the amount of heat you generate. Now, we developed a particular molecule, Cooltech, that allow for this heat management. So effectively the engine runs a couple of, a few degrees lower, and by doing so, it's got a much better efficiency, and the whole ecosystem works better. Even the car, we say, can have smaller intake, and therefore helping the full aerodynamic in the car. What it means, actually, the car can not just the engine run better, but the whole car can run faster. So very small things that we do can make a big difference.
Well, fluid solutions in a Formula One car is not a small thing. It contributes to about 1/3 of the actual performance of the whole car. I just want to put that on record.
Yes.
It's that big. The chassis aerodynamic being 1/3 and the engine being 1/3. But for the most of our viewers, I think they'll be super excited to find out about your push or drive for the carbon dioxide emissions, because in reducing CO2, well, more efficient cars
Yes,
and easier on the pocket. So that's,
absolutely.
I think,
Absolutely. I mean, the challenge of CO2 emission reduction, I said earlier, for us is fundamental. I think if you look at the regulation across the globe, we are going to be going to meet very, very tight standards, already in 2020 and then 2025. These are led by the European Union, new CO2 emission standard targets. Now, I think the opportunity for us is actually to improve the efficiency of the existing engine, internal combustion engine, or the hybrid generation, which is now very popular, to make sure that actually they run better, and by running better, they consume less fuel. And that in turn, as you said, create two conditions: one, less CO2, and second, lower cost for the user. So that is a challenge for us, and our products are engineered to deliver that, especially the latest generation of very thinner oil. So we're working on 088 as we speak. We launched 016. But you see, there is no point for us to introduce faster very thin oil because there is no certification for the original OEMs. But let me give an example, maybe the public doesn't know, but we are the world leaders when it comes to HDBO, so trucks, fuel efficiency, coming from oil performance. So we got the thinnest oil at 0.20 for heavy trucks. Which
0.20 for heavy trucks.
0.20, yes. We are the only player. Let me tell you another thing. We launched this product about 2.5 years ago in Italy in conjunction with Iveco, which is a partner of us.
Iveco,
right. And since then, no other lubricant company has managed to, let me say, copy that.
Wow, amazing.
Why? Because I think it's not very simple to develop a very thin oil for those kind of engine and the kind of work condition those engines go through.
Including the Dakar.
Including, exactly, the Dakar, we compete together with Iveco. So it takes not just the technology but also the partnership. And again, I think it's when you look at that specific oil, besides of all the function of a fluid that has to perform for the engine, it delivers more than 2.5% savings in fuel consumption, and that's where the CO2 comes into play. So the engine works better, right? It's more reliable, and also save fuel. So I think all the combination end to end, and this is through technology. There is not just a wizardry, not just define this. You have to work with scientists, put the money into it, cooperate and co-develop with your partner, like Iveco Formula One, Iveco in this case, and all the other OEMs that we work around the globe, more than 45, to be honest. And therefore create this product like Sprinta, like Cintium, and like Uran in the case of the trucks.
And once you hit that sweet spot, you have a virtuous cycle. It just keeps getting better. The whole system, the whole development and units and components, just keep helping each other to create the event.
It is. Yeah. It is. You're right. I think there is a virtuous circle, as you say, that success and create opportunity for more investment and then more resources and more collaboration and more motivation, all these in turn. But it's clear that it's becoming always more difficult because there is a technology curve.
Yes, of course.
And they actually start and then actually plateau. But then it's there when you have to break it and find a new way. And then you start a new cycle. And that's what we're trying to do when we introduce this.
Very well explained.
I hope we want to be among the top 5 lubricant companies in the world. In the future, now we are among the top 10.
Already among the top 10?
Yes. Yeah. But that was a very quick growth because just 2 years back we were within the top 15. And I think we are the fastest lubricant company in the world as we speak. And we got a very ambition through technology and 12 people to grow even further.
So final question, very quick one. So today, Thailand, what's next?
We never stop. Honestly. So we only done yesterday, maybe said Thailand. Great event, I must say. I'm very, very happy about this and setting the bike festival in Phuket. But as we speak, as you know, this weekend is Formula One race weekend in China, in Shanghai. So we're launching today in Shanghai a new Xinjiang proposition, which effectively means that our effort to penetrate our core market and with our core product is never ending.
Thank you very much,
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
and enjoy your rest of your stay in
And
Phuket. I know I will.
Keep using Sprinta. It really works. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.